everybody, it's Drger here, and today we are checking out the Mega Bloks Dragons metal tin box. And this one, I think, is just a, I don't know what kind of tin this is, but this is just a lot of figures. And originally the sets are like this one here, the Norvegian War Chest, War Chest, the Drger War Chest. So these are chests here, and this again is from the Sea Dragon thing. So I'm just showing you what the kind of chests that these are. And they're all in metal tins, and the Vorgan ones and stuff have an image of the Vorgans and stuff on them. But this is just a metal tin, and it is pretty cool. So we'll take a look at this metal tin right now. Oh, I love it. Mega Bloks showed a lot of love to this stuff, to the Dragons line. There's a lot of lore also with this, with the Dragons from Mega Bloks. I know a little bit of it, this is a lot of it, but anyways, it's really cool. So let's dump this out and check out all the cool stuff that I got from this lot. So we'll dump this all out. So there's everything in it. Got this on eBay. So we'll just dump all of this out here. And we'll take a look at what we've got here in this assortment. And I mainly got this because I'm trying to build my armies up for the Mega Bloks guys right now. So here's a little thing. I'll probably end up tossing this just because it doesn't have anything here. It's just this, and there's nothing else that goes on it. So actually, I might find a use for it. I got some ballistas and things that might be able to fit on that. So I'll keep it for now. We've got some ladders, which is good for climbing walls. You know, you can attach these like this. So if I want to, I can put them like that and have it there and lean them against battlements and have my troops scaling the walls, so that's pretty sweet. I can use those. We'll put those to the side. I've got a horse to add to my horse. Oop, I got 2 horses, so I can add this to my horse brigade. So I'll just put them over there. And we've got some old dragon crystals here from the Dragons line, from the very first Mega Bloks Dragons, which is just Mega Bloks Dragons. And these are the crystals from that. And they do have the light up feature, but I doubt any of these work due to the fact how they look. So these are kind of useless. I might keep them, might not, but they're pretty cool. We'll just put them off here. We got this little stand for the stones. I don't know if they're designed for these ones. This looks more like for, I don't know, but there's that. We got some little ammunition right here for some catapults, so that's pretty sweet. We've got a guy with no head. Alright, that's fine. And now we'll just get these guys sandaled up. We've got some pieces here for torches or lights right there, so that's pretty sweet. I'll put those on there. Always like these. They're so well done too. Take a look at those really quick. Very nicely done. I just love admiring these just because of the amount of detail and stuff in them. Oh, I just love it. Very cool. Very awesome. And we got this little staff thing. No idea what to use it for, but we got that. We've got some shields. We've got ourselves a little book right there with some writing there of some kind. There's the back of the book. Very nicely done. It doesn't open or close, unfortunately. It's just a solid open book, but really nicely painted. Very cool. Very cool. And here we have not Mega Bloks at all. Just looks like an action figure helmet. It's made of soft plastic. Probably end up tossing that. We've got a bunch of shields. We've got a little pit here for fire. Pretty cool. We've got all these shields here. We've got another flame bit right there. And if we get all these guys into little piles, let's see what we got here. 2 more guys missing heads. Hopefully with the next lot that's coming, I'll be able to give them the heads. So we'll just put the 3 here that are missing heads, and 3 out of the bunch that are missing heads. It's not that bad. Everyone else here seems complete, so that's pretty sweet. Let's just finish getting all these guys off into their respective faction groups, and we'll take a look at them. So let me just move the camera down so we can get these better looked at. Alright, so I got them separated into their piles, and we'll take a look at these guys first. And I believe these are the Drger, so they're pretty cool. And we've got some cool capes here. This guy's got a green cape. This one's got a red cape. And we come over here to these guys. I don't remember which faction these guys are, but he's got a blue cape, and this one's got a black cape. So I got a little group of capes, which is pretty cool. I can make them, you know, give them to other guys and make them different captains or generals, so that's pretty cool. Weaponry-wise, there's that. And I just love the detail on these guys. Let's just admire the amazement of these figures, because they're awesome. They do lack wrist articulation, but besides that, they're pretty much just like a Lego figure, besides the wrist articulation. That's the only thing these guys don't have, which is fine. I don't really care. And because what it makes up again for articulation is the detail and the sculpts on these figures. They look so well, and there's this nice wash that is covered in them. And again, like I've said before, they don't make figures like this anymore. And I want to say about these guys, the Drger, I normally call them paperweights because of how easily they break. I don't know what kind of plastic these particular guys are made of, but all of my Drger figures are broken and missing fingers and stuff. I've actually had to super glue their weapons into their hands. These are the only ones I've ever had that problem with. It doesn't happen with the silver ones, the green ones. The Vorgans, nothing ever breaks on them, so I don't know. Maybe it's the plastic quality, or maybe just the age. I'm not sure. But besides that, they're really cool. Really love them. Let's take a look at this guy who's got a head. He's got piercing red eyes. He might need to see a doctor about that. Really cool beard. Nice to cape. Very cool. Now, who else do we want to look at? Let's look at some of these silver guys, because they're pretty sweet. We got this guy with a double axe blade here. I'm not sure how effective that would be, but maybe if he uses like a Darth Maul, it'd be pretty effective, you know, Darth Maul it. But yeah, very cool. Here's another guy right there. And we'll take a look at his armor here. And they're pretty well armored. I mean, these guys look pretty intimidating. Very armored up here. Very armored. Really cool looking. I mean, that's like male with complete armored sealment. I mean, this guy doesn't look like he can get hurt easily. He's got an extra sword on his back. So that's pretty sweet. Let's take a look at these horses. Now, I will say, unlike everything else, these horses are pretty simple compared to everything else from the Dragons line. This is a pretty simplistic horse. Compared to like the Dragons, this is pretty not lame, but just simple. I would rather say that I do like the Lego horses more than this Mega Bloks horse, but he looks alright. He does have a slip there. Now, the one thing I will say, though, is putting these guys on here, I've had this break on my figures, so we'll just see. I don't want to try it with these guys because I know they'll probably break, so we'll just see if it works or not. Ah, there we go. That slipped in perfectly, actually. That slipped in exactly how it should slip in. So that's pretty sweet. So that's how they can ride on the horses. And they can just giddy up. So there's that. So that's pretty sweet. That scared me a little bit because this bit of plastic in here sometimes spreads the legs out and snaps the pin that's in here. But that mainly happened with these guys. So maybe I just had a bad bunch that I was trying that with. But very cool, very nice. We'll take a look at some of these other shields here. We've got this cool green shield. We've got this red. Oops. We got this red shield right there. So that's pretty sweet. We got this one with some gold right there. Another one with gold. And yeah, that's pretty much all that we've got here. And yeah, so that's a pretty cool little lot of guys, I'll have to say. And yeah, that's pretty sweet. So I'll again show you all these guys when I have all of them combined with my other troops that I do have. And the one thing I want to show you, let's see if I can't do it here. Okay, so this one, you see how his head doesn't want to turn? Mega Bloks has the Mega Blok figures have this thing. If you don't play with them for a while, they become very tight, and you can't move them hardly at all. And this happened with a dragon I had. I tried moving its leg. It was so tight because I didn't touch it for like 2 years or so. And when I tried moving the leg, it snapped, so I had to glue it on. But the head here is super tight. So what you have to do to fix this tightness is you have to grip the head and make sure you've got a good tightness. And then, did you hear that? It didn't break. It just they get really tight over time, and so you just have to snap them back into place. So you just have to kind of wiggle the heads and just move them around a little bit. This is something I do now and again, is just to make sure all the figures are movable. And one last thing I want to show you before we end the video here is this little bit of artwork from the back of a Dragons Mega Bloks set of the artwork of how these guys look. And oh boy, so that's what these guys look like. Woo! I mean, Mega Bloks could do this. I mean, Mega Constructs could bring these guys back now that they, you know, how they're updated figures and everything with all that articulation. And I'm pretty sure they could make them look like this. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like Mega Constructs is going to be bringing back the Dragons line anytime soon. But that's alright. I've got the old figures, and that's fine. And yeah, so that's that. So that has been a look at this lot of figures. Hope you enjoyed looking at them with me, and I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, have a great day, and bye, everybody!